Welcome back to the channel, and today we are looking at a car that is so good that it is named after the resting place of the greatest warriors ever to walk this earth, or well, one of the greatest warrior groups, the Vikings. This car is named Valhalla, and most of you will know Valhalla from Mad Max. Well, in Aston Martin terms, this is a Mad Max type of car because this is Aston Martin's first road-going production car with a mid-engine layout. Yes, the Valkyrie, that mad thing that they made, which reminds me of the T1 Capoeira. Was it Capoeira or Capera that back in the day tried to kill everyone who drove it, even our beloved Jeremy Clarkson? Well, this one is a more road-going version of the Valkyrie. And this car is a competitor to Ferrari's SF90 and the car that has replaced the SF90, which is the Testarossa. I hate calling it by that name. I want to call it by its washing machine name, but it is what it is. This car is running an engine that really didn't get much love because, first of all, it does not sound the best. This is the 4-liter flat plane crank V8 that was in the Merc AMG Black Series, which propelled the Black Series to a record-breaking time on the Nürburgring. In this car though, it makes even more power because they have revised the intake plenum and it has the biggest turbos ever fitted to a road-going Aston Martin. It makes 817 horsepower compared to the 720 horsepower that you got in the Black Series. Aston Martin worked their magic on this car, and now it's coupled with 3 electric motors, 2 in the front and 1 also in the back, and the 2 electric motors in the front are doing some weird vectoring stuff that helps this Aston Martin to be now seen as one of the best handling Aston Martins ever. Everyone who has tested it so far says this thing turns on a dime. It is like a fly. It is crazy what Aston Martin has been able to do with the vectoring technology in this car. So, what is the combined power between the electric motor and that sweet flat plane V8? Well, sweet in the terms of making power, not in sound. Well, this car makes a combined power of 1064 horsepower. And if you think about it, that is the same amount of power that is in the new Testarossa. This car though makes 1,100 Newton meters of torque, and it weighs 1,600 plus kilograms with fluids in it. Without fluids, it is 1,550 kilograms. Just from those numbers alone, you know very well that this car will do a crazy 0 to 60 or 100 kilometers an hour in 2.5 seconds and go all the way up to 350, and that is where this car is limited. All these numbers are possible because of the brand new DCT gearbox in the Aston Martin, and this one is an 8-speed gearbox which just swiftly goes through all the gears. And obviously it is 4-wheel drive because of the electric motors and the engine in the back. One of the best parts of this car is the looks. This looks so much better than its competition. The Testarossa does not stand a chance to this car. This looks absolutely amazing, and the front reminds me of the Valkyrie. It is a more street legal Valkyrie, and the back is my favorite part because, oh my god, look at that. And they didn't do the whole half spoilers that Ferrari is doing right now. Instead, they have a spoiler that on 2 sides it's fixed, but then in the middle that part raises up. And that spoiler is an active aero spoiler. It also acts as an air brake. While we're still talking about stopping power, this car has big brakes. I mean 410 millimeter brakes all around. And in the front it's running 6 piston calipers, and in the back it's running 4. One of the coolest parts about this car is the inboard suspension, which you can see from the front. It looks so nice. And the second thing is those doors. They are so cool. It gives you that cool factor. It's got the Lamborghini craziness. That is why this Aston Martin is different. So far, there are no Nürburgring times for this car because it is brand new. But I know Aston Martin is going to take it out there because this is probably their most capable car in years. And I can't wait to see what kind of a time it'll do when it is pushed to the limit. In today's world where every other manufacturer is trying to get as much downforce as they can in their cars, claiming 1,000 kilograms of downforce at 250, 280 kilometers an hour, Aston Martin chose to go the different route. Instead of having all that downforce, this car actually bleeds off some downforce when it reaches over 240 kilometers an hour. Once it gets over 600 kilograms of downforce, that rear spoiler, it just diffuses the rest of that downforce. Now, why did they go this route? Simple. They just wanted a more well-rounded car. So they wanted the car to be able to work on a track and off a track. And if you're going to make a high downforce car, you also have to change the suspension components to handle all that downforce and weight on them. So that means you get a more stiffer car when you try to drive it on the road. And Aston Martin just found what they feel is the best compromise between having a really planted car and having a car that you can use in the daily world without compromising any comfort. And another thing with the handling is that it's got some flap at the bottom that directs air and does some magical voodoo stuff under there to help the car stay more planted. It's the little things that set this car apart instead of its competitors who are all trying to go downforce. It is absolutely crazy. Now, sound-wise, this isn't the best sounding Aston Martin by any stretch. But I bet you people are going to straight pipe these beasts once they get them. And why not? Because this car has top mounted exhausts. Imagine how much louder they would be if these were straight piped. This is going to be amazing. And because the exhausts are top mounted, you get that massive diffuser at the bottom. Now tell me, what do you think about the Aston Martin Valhalla? Is it good enough to be named after the heavens of the greatest warriors? Write your comments in the comment section about this car, telling me what do you think about it. Is this better looking than the Revolto? Is it better looking than the Testarossa? I want to hear from you guys. Till the next video.